Hey guys, today we're playing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time, Reshelled, which is basically a HD remake of Turtles in Time, the arcade game, not the semi-port of the Super Nintendo version, which was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4, Turtles in Time, which is actually better than the arcade game in my opinion. This is actually somewhat of a bad game. You can't even buy it anymore as far as I know on the PlayStation Network. I despise this artwork, by the way. But somehow they managed to copy Konami's game and not actually, like, Konami didn't have the license, and I'm guessing they didn't have the license to the Konami game. So I don't know what to think. Maybe that's why the game's in 3D. The collision detection or something, it's just off. It doesn't feel right. And the 2D graphics of the arcade game, to me, might be personal preference, just look better. Like if you look back at the Simpsons arcade game, I think it looks better. You gotta get used to, first of all, the graphics are pretty terrible. And I'm not one of those people that just base the games on graphics. It just, if you're gonna do a HD remake, at least make it look nice. If you're gonna call it reshelled, like it's an upgrade. They really should change this game into a rehash, but the actual game it's trying to copy plays way better. But as you may or may not be able to see, this is just a straight up beat 'em up. That effect where the foot soldiers actually zoom into the screen looked a lot better with the scaling processes in 2D, but I'm being a little bit judgmental of this. So I believe Ubisoft had to take this game off of that Xbox Live Arcade and the PlayStation Store because I think Ubisoft lost the license. That looks pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. It's just, looks like they have the same polygon count as a PlayStation 2 game. And you can't tell me that's the only way they could afford HD graphics. So I don't know who owns the Turtles license now. But I guess since I bought this game back in the day, it was available for me to re-download. Because I didn't think I was going to be able to, but sure enough I happened to, and I could. So I'm pretty sure it's off of the store, but feel free to check, and if I'm wrong, let me know. Even though I don't like being told I'm wrong, but that's part of growing, isn't it? Everything looks like it glows in the dark. I guess kind of like Double Dragon Neon, except that game was good. And this game isn't terrible. I mean, you can definitely get through, but it's just hard to detect the collision on what's gonna hit you and what's not, and what distance that you can hit something. It's Baxter Stockman. I do not like the voices that they added into this. This battle was somewhat different on the Super Nintendo version. Maybe I'll play that at some point. Not today, though. What the hell is he gonna do? I can't even remember. I actually had a Sega Genesis, so I didn't really get to play this game till later on. I don't think I've ever played the arcade game. In the arcade, I've definitely seen it. The arcade game of Turtles in Time, I used to play the first one all the time when I went to like the skating ring or wherever had arcades and happened to have that game, but I mostly remember playing at the skating ring and the NES port, but I can't compare. When I had an Xbox 360, I actually had it on. It's a little dramatic, but I did like that sound. Well, when I had an Xbox 360, I had the original Turtles arcade game, but I played mostly the Super Nintendo version of Turtles in Time. Yeah, this level looks so different than the Super Nintendo version. I miss those sprite graphics. You'd think they would have been able to get the original, unless Ubisoft was being difficult or Konami was. But they got the Simpsons game made, so anything's possible. That's weird, they were able to get the first Turtles. I think Ubisoft got the license when that Turtles movie came out, the CGI one. Was it just called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? I can't remember if it had like a little extra name to it. This technically is supposed to be a relaunch of the Turtles and a sequel at the same time. I only watched part of it. It was pretty terrible. But to be honest, I saw the movies a few years ago, which I adored, except Part 3, because Part 3 is awful no matter what age you are. And I didn't like them that much. I would like to watch some of the old cartoon episodes, because that DVD box set that they have that's shaped like the Ninja Turtles party van looks pretty cool. And I remember really enjoying watching the cheesy 80s cartoon a lot. I was normally a real Ghostbusters person, but I went through a short Turtle phase. And then when the show was syndicated on USA, like I used to watch it in like afternoon after school all the time. So I wouldn't mind seeing the set or actually having it, but it would suck if you paid all that money for it and like your mind was just basing on nostalgia and the series ends up being terrible. But with the real Ghostbusters set, I still really like it, except for the last 1 or 2 seasons. So that's probably one of my favorite sets ever. I was gonna put tape because on it where some of the paper is coming off, because I was like, oh, it's gonna decrease in value or whatever, and then I thought to myself, I'm never gonna sell this. What the hell am I doing? It's a lot like my nerdy figurines. I'm like, it's not in mint condition. If I want to sell, I'll never be able to. And the truth in the back of your head is always, you're really not gonna sell that anyway. Who are you joking? Unless you get like a shitty girlfriend or a wife or whatever that wants you to change and throw all your shit away so she could put up Precious Moments dolls or something stupid. On her mind, cool, but and everybody else is stupid except the 80-year-old ladies that shop at the store that sells Precious Moment dolls. And I know this is an international channel. I don't know what kind of collectibles they have overseas. I don't know if you guys have Precious Moment dolls. What's the robot turtle? Metalhead. I forgot I can just look at the bottom of the screen and see what their names are because they weren't coming to me offhand. I really like the action figure on Metalhead. I think my cousin had it. He was all metallic and shit, and I thought that was special because gold's metallic and gold's special. And he's kicking my ass with this little stretchy stuff. But this is one of those instances where I don't know where I'm positioned sometimes, where I'll hit him. I have trouble detecting where the collision boxes are with these characters. I really wish they would have kept to the original art style instead of having this Photoshop concept artwork. Cowabunga! Date this series.
Sewer surfing.
I am not a terribly huge fan of these levels, if it's one of those. Yeah, whenever you're on all these Turtle arcade games always have some sort of fucking driving level that I hate. And here's one. He doesn't even sound like the arcade. Come on. this is a pretty decent sized file. You could have come up with a few more phrases. I mean, you changed everything else. Changed things for the good. Just saying. As simple as this game is, it seems somewhat difficult to get trophies or achievements. I would guess they're the same requirements on the Xbox 360. Kind of miss having my Xbox 360, but just with the Xbox Live and paying for it and only having a few games that aren't on PlayStation 3, it's just not completely worth it. I wish I could just borrow somebody's Xbox 360 for a month and just play through all the games that I couldn't play before, or 2 months, how long it would take, and I'd be happy. Because you think about it, like 80% of the games on Xbox 360 are available on the PlayStation 3. But seeing that new Halo game, man, I really want to play that. It's still playing a proper version of Alan Wake. I'd like to give the Fable series another try. The only thing beside that really is that entices me about the Xbox 360 is when something goes multi-platform. The 360 9 times out of 10 gets the better port, but the PlayStation's done pretty close. But they pretty much screwed the pooch on Call of Duty Black Ops 2, in my opinion. They could have worked a little bit harder to make that a better port. Because I've been looking back at the other Call of Duties that came back later, and they look somewhat better. The only one that doesn't look as good as the one that looks like it's on par is the first Modern Warfare, or Call of Duty 4. I'm gonna fight these stupid alien pieces of shit. Oh, why do you guys have to be so mean? Is being a mutant that bad where you have to attack other mutants? Because I just realized I was a mutant. You know what? I am going to stop here. If you already bought this game, I guess it's alright, and you already know everything it's about, but I don't think you can buy this game anymore. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I read that, because I remember downloading it after reading that. Oh, look at that blocky, pixelated shredder. Oh, man. I think he has knives that just slash all the cheese off of this game that he won't do. Wow, that was a bad comment on its own. But since you probably won't play this game if you haven't bought it already, then you actually don't have to really sweat it unless you really want to see how you can go wrong in a remake, because there's a fantastic Turtles in Time game on the Super Nintendo that is readily available, and I highly recommend it. Maybe I'll do a video on it further. But until then, it was nice talking to you guys. I hope you enjoyed my video and my cheesy rants and me getting all ADD and losing my concentration and not knowing what to say, kind of like how I'm struggling with now. But anyway, hope you guys have a nice day, night, whenever you're watching this. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to talking to you guys on the next video. And if I haven't commented on a lot of your channels, it's not because I'm selfishly recording my stuff. It's just faster for me to record videos sometimes, and then dedicate a day or so to watching your guys' videos, because I actually want to watch them. I don't want to just click like and not actually comment or without watching the videos and stuff. But if I haven't commented on your page or liked it or whatever, it doesn't mean I don't like your channel or anything, because if that was the case, I wouldn't subscribe in the begin with. And if you do, check out my Twitter account, which will be advertised at the end of this video. That's a good way to keep track of whether I liked your video or not, or when I post new ones, or vice versa. So until then, check out the Super Nintendo version, since you probably won't be able to play this. Thanks for watching, as I've probably said about 15 times now, and well, I'm gonna have to stop. People keep on coming, and I'm just starting to fight, and then I start to ramble. But yeah, thanks for watching. Talk to you guys later. Hope you enjoyed this video. Bye.